Take this love around the world. Don't mind what's cross buzzing around your head. Nothing's gonna hurt your girl. I believe we're here for a while, then we die. But I believe this love is stronger than you and I.
Hello, this is Joe Lackey, Director and President of the Dreams Fulfilled organization. How are you doing? Dreams Fulfilled consists of Dreams Fulfilled Corporation, Dreams Fulfilled in Florida LLC, and Dreams Fulfilled LLC. We're global leaders in Lean Six Sigma Kaizen. What can we do for your organization to save you either billions or millions of dollars? Well, I did want to summarize some of the work we've been doing. It's been more on the political side, but tis the season, I guess. With the election coming up on Tuesday, I have no stake whatsoever in the New York State election, other than the fact that they ruined my life. So, you know what? Payback is, you know what they say about that. Payback is but I won't say it because I'm going to keep this clean for the kids. Anyways, I'm going to outline a proposal I made to Governor Hochul, the governor of New York State. And I also reached out to some other legal teams to review the proposal. But and I actually have been working with Alliance on some debt collection possibilities to go after customers that are not paying their bills. So we continue to work on funding. And we're growing exponentially right now. We're Dreams Fulfilled is in Texas. It's a corporation. And like I said, we reached out to the governor of New York State, and we saw something very interesting happen. And someone, I don't know if it was a corrupt insurance company or politically tried to block an email to the governor, but it looked very corrupt because we offered to review New York State's budget and to reduce. We believe I believe I could have found billions of dollars for the taxpayers of New York State, but Governor Hochul or some organization tied to her, it looked like, prevented an email to her to review New York State's budget and to see where the waste is. And I say there's waste because I compared New York State's budget to the budget of Florida, and Florida has 1.3 million more people than the state of New York, and Florida's budget is half the size of New York State. So that tells me there's something wrong, right? I mean, if your budget is twice the size of New York or twice the size of Florida with less people, looks like there's waste. That's how waste is defined. Doing more than you need to, or propping up systems that are broken or don't work properly, or So I guess I made this proposal for Kathy Hochul. I said, look, I've got something on the table. I'm willing to sit down to save you money if I can get a cut of whatever I can find that's a savings. But I'll be reasonable. But I'm just saying I will do the work and propose how to review the budget so that the state of New York taxpayers can save $50 to $100 billion a year, just like the state of Florida. But liberals don't want that. They don't want to reduce your taxes. They want you in debt. They want you poor. They want you a servant of the state. And guess what? These people that are in debt will realize that New York State is not friendly to their pocketbooks, and they will leave. And that's what happened during COVID. Is a lot of people fled the city of New York, and a lot of the urban areas in New York State, because the city's locked down and they prevented business from prospering, and that can ruin an entire economy, right? And we had the data that we provided to Governor DeSantis. We said, look, the COVID is not something you need to be locking down over. Long-term unemployment kills at a rate of 3.4%. So with 10 million people unemployed, that's 340,000 people dead according to a 1998 public health study. So we found the issues early on. Governor DeSantis used our data on the COVID, and I left the state of New York in 2019 November because I got fed up during a bad divorce. I saw failures of legal teams. I saw lawyers not doing their jobs. I saw corruption, unbelievable. So I fled. I'm an educated person. I know what I'm doing, and I can look at a budget. I can help trim it, and obviously the liberals in New York State don't want to talk about that because it threatens their position of power. And you know what? More people are going to leave, and I've been reaching out to hundreds of people in New York State, and I'm going to cause trouble for you, Kathy. I'm sorry, but the people of New York are probably going to be on my side because they're going to want to see reductions in their taxes, and unfortunately, as more people leave, the converse is going to happen, and taxes will increase. So just wanted to reach out and review this. And I also was working with Florida Department of Transportation this week. We did a major consult for them on a U.S. Route 19 issue where there might have been a misappropriation of resources relative to a traffic situation, which we cited on our trips to the Newport Richey office in Florida, which is about half an hour north of Palm Springs or half an hour north of Clearwater. So I did want to outline some of these things that we found, and hopefully, like I said, Florida DOT will take my comments under advisement to help any residents plagued by what I saw on Route 19, just in the Pinellas Park area. It was a disaster. They were routing traffic off the expressway and into residential. They didn't have signals timed, and it was a complete cluster mess, if you can imagine. Anyways, I've been working with some of the major companies like that, and like I said, been busy with some government outreach. And actually, my parents were up visiting this week, so they're in Washington, D.C. right now as I speak. Landed just at, I believe they were at Reagan Airport in D.C. Anyways, I did want to wish everyone the best, and hopefully, like I said, it will be a positive election season for the states that are being contested, and the best candidates win that help the people prosper. Anyways, and help businesses prosper, just like Dreams Fulfilled has. Anyways, I'd like to thank all of our supporters. Let me review some of the things we've done for companies. So if you are interested in networking with us, we consult with over 100 companies on $3 trillion of projects. How many billions or millions of dollars can we find your organization or your customers with our Lean Six Sigma Kaizen consulting? We've helped